Greetings, everybody. What's happening? My name is Mike, and I am from the Kurdistan. I was born there and um, came here to the States when I was about 14 years old. The reason for me being here is when I was 7 years old, I woke up to a revolution in the country and the government being overthrown. And after that, I was 11. There was a war, 8 years war, and I lived on the border of two countries. And that's why I left with my brother, my mom, and we left the country and in hope to get visa to come to USA because my father was here already for operation on his lungs and his eyes. And so yes, I came out of the country. We went to Europe. First country was Switzerland, where I had some relatives. And Switzerland is absolutely a beautiful country. It was just a culture shock coming out of my country and going to Europe. Everything was shiny and beautiful and uh, just happy faces, and yeah, it was absolutely a great experience. The characteristic of the towns and the streets was just absolutely amazing. After that, I went to Germany with my brother and my mom because we had no luck of visa. So we went to Hamburg, where we had another um, sort of far relative, and then we tried, to get the U.S. visa to come here, and so we had to, we didn't have too much luck. We had to try different cities of Germany, like Hamburg, and we tried Hamburg, we tried Frankfurt, we tried Cologne, and after that, somebody told us that we can find get visa in the country Turkey, Istanbul. So we decided to travel down south to Istanbul and try that. And so we basically hopped on a train uh, going all the way from Germany to Istanbul, which is one of the most interesting train rides that anybody can experience because on the train is just so much going on. Um there's people that are playing musicians on the train playing music. It's just fascinating, man. And seeing all that for the first time, coming out of my country, coming out of my box, um, it was just experience of a lifetime. And but anyways, on the way to Istanbul, I got lost due to separation of trains, and I was on the wrong cart. So I ended up, I was going to Italy, and my brother and my mother, they were going to Turkey. And so that's a journey of itself, being lost in the mountains and trying to communicate with people who only spoke German, basically. And I yeah, it was a nightmare of its own. But I was somehow blessed, and I was able to get back to my brother and my mother. But that took a journey of its own. We got kicked out of the. I'm sorry. Um, I had to take a train. I had to take all this small European train in the mountains and go to many different stations. Um, Up in the mountains. It was just like in movies, and basically wait there for my brother and my mother to find me there, and then from there we finally found each other, and then we were on our way back to Istanbul, which we jumped on the train and we were about to have dinner. And so the train attendant came and knocked the door and said, uh, tickets. We showed tickets, and he said visa. And obviously, we didn't know that we need visa to travel through Yugoslavia and Bulgaria. And so they again kicked us out in the middle of the snow uh, in the high mountains of Europe. I don't know where we were, basically, um, with a Canadian and two brothers from Africa. They kicked us all out in the middle of nowhere in this little cabin that only had a fireplace.